Good morning, student. I'm again back with a new topic, that is the quadratic residue. I'm going to explain you the definition of this quadratic residue and by giving an example of it. Okay, so for quadratic residue, we have to know what are the quadratic congruences. A congruence of the form this ax square plus bx plus c is congruent to some k modulo n, where a, b, c and k are integer and n is a positive integer. Okay. So now we are going to move forward for the definition of this quadratic residue. So we'll consider a quadratic congruence of the form this x square is congruent to some n mod p. First I'm going to read out the definition, then I'm going to explain you further. Okay, this where p is an odd prime and this n is incongruent to some 0 modulo p. That means p doesn't divide n. And if this congruence one has a solution, then we say that n is a quadratic residue modulo p. If not, that means it doesn't have a solution, then we say that n is a quadratic non-residue modulo p. Okay, so we have a congruence. I'm going to explain it further. X square is congruent to some n mod p. P is an odd prime. Odd prime, that means p is odd and prime. Okay, actually all the primes are odd except one, that is nothing but 2. So there is one and only one even prime, which is 2. Okay, so and one condition is given that n is incongruent to some 0 modulo p. So by the definition of this congruent, we know that if a is congruent to some b mod x, okay, or mod m, then this m divide a minus b. So if a is incongruent to some b mod m, which implies this m doesn't divide this a minus b, therefore from this star, say let it some star, this p doesn't divide this n minus 0, which implies this p doesn't divide n. Okay, p is an odd prime and p doesn't divide n. This one is the foremost condition. Okay, so we say that this n is the quadratic residue modulo p if this congruence has a solution. What does it mean? If we are going to put some k in place of x, then this congruence holds. That means CRX is some integer k such that when we are going to put this k in place of x, that is k square, is congruent to this n mod p. Okay, k square is congruent to some n mod p. So then we say that this n is a quadratic residue modulo p. Okay, and for those, and if this doesn't have a solution, then we say that n is a quadratic non-residue modulo p. Okay, I'm going to give you an example to make you more clear about it. So I'll start with an example. Let p is equal to 11. Clearly 11 is odd and it is a prime. So actually the n is not given. We need to find out the quadratic residue. The question is that find quadratic residues of quadratic residue modulo 11. Okay, so we have to verify, we have to find out this x square is congruent. We know that this x square is congruent to some and mod m mod 11. So we need to find out those integer n such that there exists some k which when put in place of this x, okay, such that this k square is congruent to some n mod 11. So for this we'll verify with by taking k from 1 to up to 11, up to 10. Okay, so first what we're going to take, we're going to take k is equal to 1. Okay, now this k square is equal to 1, is congruent to 1 or is equal to 1. So this is clearly congruent to some 1 modulo 11, because this 1 minus 1, as this 1 is less than 11, so 1 minus 1 which is equal to 0 is divisible by 11, because this 11 divide 1 minus 1 which is equal to 0. Again, if we take this k is equal to some 2, we have this k square which is equal to some 4, which is congruent to some, again, 4 mod 11, because 4 is less than 11. Okay, and this 11 divides this 4 minus 4, which is equal to 0. Now from this 2, we'll consider the first one, that here we have taken this xk is equal to 1. So when we are going to take this k is equal to 1, we have this condition satisfied. That means this x square is congruent to some n, or 1 mod 11. The x square is congruent to 1 mod 11 has a solution at x is equal to 1. Okay. Similarly, from this second one, we are clear that this x square is congruent to some 1 mod 11 has a solution at x is equal to, x square is congruent to 4 mod 11 has a solution at x is equal to 2. So we're going to verify with all this by taking k is equal to 1 to up to 10. So I have already did this for you. So when this k square is congruent to, when this k is equal to 3, we have this k square, which is nothing but 9, and 9 is congruent to some 9 mod 11, because this 11 divides this 9 minus 9, which is equal to 0. And again, when we are going to put this k is equal to 4, we have this k square is congruent to some 16, which is congruent to some 5 mod 11. This means clearly this 11 divides this 16 minus 5, which is again 11. So in the same way, we have evaluated for k is equal to up to 10. You can see that this last one I'm explaining, k square is congruent, if we take this k is equal to 9, then k square is equal to 81. But this 11 divides 77. So this k square minus 4 is equal to 77. Therefore, k square is congruent to some 11, 4 mod 11. Because when this 11 is divided, when this 81 is divided by 11, we get the remainder as 4. So x 81 is congruent to some 4 mod 11. Okay, similarly this k square, when this k is equal to, then this k square is congruent to some 100, which is congruent to some 1 mod 11, because 99 is divisible by 11. Okay, from hence this, from here, by putting k is equal to 1 to up to 10, we are clear that this x square is congruent to 1 mod and 11 has a solution at x is equal to 1. Okay. And also this x square is congruent to some 3 mod 11 has a solution, at x is equal to this 5 and x is equal to some 6. Okay. And x is equal to some 6. Now this x square is congruent to some, which one? This 5 mod 11 has a solution at x is equal to 7. We can clearly see this, that it has a solution at x is equal to 7, as well as it has a solution at x is equal to some 4. Okay. And x is equal to 4. Okay. Now this x square is congruent to some 4 mod 11 has a solution at, we can see that at x is equal to 2 and as well as at x is equal to 9. It has a solution at x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 9. Again, this x square is congruent to some last one, that is 9 mod 11. Okay, 11 has a solution at x is equal to 3 and at x is equal to 5. At x is equal to 3 and an x is equal to 8. Okay, hence what we have got, this 1, 3, 4, 5 and 9 are the quadratic residue modulo 11. Modulo 11. Okay, these are nothing but the quadratic residues modulo 11. So what are the quadratic non-residue modulo 11? The integer from except this 1, 3, 4, 5 and 7, that is 2, 7, 6, 8 and 10 are quadratic non-residue modulo 11. Okay, so you can also check by taking this p is equal to 13. Okay, 13 is an odd prime, so you can check that. In my next video, I'm going to discuss about the Legendre symbol. Okay, so stay tuned for my next